Right, let's have a look at some of the properties of a quadratic equation, and let's use autograph to do this, some of the geometrical properties. So let's go to our graph. Now you can draw this graph paper. I show you in the introductory video of this whole course, so you can go back and look at that to get the graph paper. Right, we're on autograph. To enter an equation, we'll go to this one here. And we're just going to put in y is equal to a. Now if I press x twice, it does x squared, plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So it draws a quadratic. Let's highlight that and label it. So we can label it using this one here. Get rid of the bit that says equation 1. Okay, and we'll move the thing to here. Okay, and let's also draw this one on as well. So x is equal to minus b divided by brackets 2a, close brackets. It gives me that one there. Just going to change that to a green graph. Okay, and change the draw options to dash style. And we'll label that one as well. So text box, get rid of that. Okay, and we'll just move that over to here. Now you might notice that this line is a line of symmetry, so we'll just add in there at the beginning, line of symmetry. Okay. Right, now if we move the constant controller, so we've got this thing called the constant controller, so we can change the values of a, b and c using this thing here called the constant controller. So we'll click that. Okay, we'll change this to be 0.5, so let's change the step. So this is where the starting value, and this is how, if you change it, it will go up in 0.5s or down in 0.5. So to move it up or down, we'll just move it here. Okay, we'll move this over here so you can see the values change. Okay, so what happens when this gets steeper and steeper? Okay, and if you move it this way, hey, notice also the line of symmetry is changing all the time. Now this one is a linear equation because when a is equal to 0, we just get bx plus c, which is just a straight line. So we get let's get the line x plus 1. Moving it down, this becomes negative, so it then curves the other way. Okay, so this is quite important. Okay, if we now go down to C, and I'll change this one to 0.5 to 0.25, sorry, in this case. Okay, we can see in this particular case, if I try to solve, let's just move it down a minute first. Right, let's just move it down to here. Okay, if we try to solve this by pressing it and pressing object, solve function, putting it equal to 0, 2 points arrive there and there, which gives me the two solutions. If we click on those 2 points and do the text box, it gives me the solution to the quadratic when it's equal to 0. Okay, so this gives me the point minus 2.158, and this gives me the point 1.158. Okay, and if we now continue to move C, okay, here we can see we'll always have two solutions. If we move C back up, comes a particular point where, at that particular point, where we're only going to get one solution to the quadratic. So there's only one solution to the quadratic, and then if we move it up furthermore, we'll get no solutions. Okay, so for a quadratic you can get no solutions. Now when you do higher level maths, you'll do a subject called complex numbers, and that will this is the case where you get two complex roots or two complex solutions. Okay, you can either have one root, okay, and you can have two roots. Okay, so this is the case where we have the graph of y is equal to x squared plus x plus minus 6. Okay, notice that the roots, as we move them, or this distance is always the same as this distance. Okay, and let's just now have a look at that using the looking at that. There's a screenshot of what I've just done. Okay, so here is the line, the curve y is equal to x squared plus x minus 6. Here we have the two roots, one root here, one root here. X is equal to minus 3, x is equal to 2. So when you're doing that, you're solving the equation x squared plus x minus 6 is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 3, and x is equal to 2. Notice that distance is the same as that distance. Now this distance is given by minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. You might remember the quadratic formula, and this is given by b squared minus 4ac over 2a. That's the line of symmetry, which is x minus b over 2a. So one root you get by taking the line of symmetry, which is x minus b over 2a, taking away minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a, and the other root you get by doing minus b over 2a plus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. If there is no root, sorry, if it's just one root only, so we've got that point there, this point here, yes, then b squared minus 4ac will be equal to 0, because there's no distance there, yeah? Okay, also, this line of symmetry will give me the x coordinate of the vertex, or the minimum point, or the maximum point if a is negative. So this is related very much to the quadratic formula, minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay, so those are some of the properties of the quadratic equation y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. In the next video we will look at the other format, which is the completing the square.